I'm Christopher Warren, aka Inkpen, and this is my Rize story.
Hi, Christopher.
Well,
All right, so we'll jump right into it. Have you ever been faced with an obstacle that made you want to give up, but you didn't?
yes. Um, my obstacle was my physical and emotional, mental support of my parents. I didn't have that, so I kind of was letting myself down because I was worried more about them, and I felt they were worried about me. So I really took a lot of anger out on that and put myself in a bigger rut.
Okay, so when you say you got yourself into a bigger rut, what do you mean?
Um, my schooling went down drastically. I left school at 17. Um, I was pretty much, I was on my own. I was taking care of myself, but I was on my own. But I wanted to be home and I wanted a family. And I kept pushing for that and not pushing for myself to secure myself. Um, it just got bad out there. And I found myself homeless at a point.
Okay. So, what did you do to rise in your situation?
Well, after a lot of the shelters here in Detroit, me going back and forth to them and staying with friends and um, the crowd I shouldn't have been around at the time. Uh, One thing I always kept with me was my bag of artwork, and that was full of my feelings and emotions. It was like my closest friend to me at the time. And I found myself walking down Grand River past this shop, Body Candy, and I was stopping there to see if I could, just seeing what could happen in the spur of the moment. Didn't think of it much, just knew that I needed to do something for myself at the time, and everyone said my artwork was good, so I took a chance at it. They were closed, and I sat out there. I was waiting for the guys to come out, and this big guy came out named Corey, and I was nervous at the time, but I held my own. And I went to him with this bag of my artwork, showed it to him. He was like, "You got something," and that was like the first time anybody had ever really looked at my artwork and decided to give me a chance or something. Didn't judge me on certain things. So he said, "Be there tomorrow," and I was like, "I'll be here." And I was homeless at the time, like I said, and I stayed in the back of that shop. This was winter time. I stayed in the back of that shop, and the next morning I was out there in the same clothes and everything. And he took me in there, and then from then on, I've been rising ever since. I got me a family, um, produced a skateboard, still working on more with that, and it's been good.
I see some of your artwork on the back. Could you explain a couple of your pieces?
This one's a walk through writer's block. This is kind of depicting how I felt back then when I didn't have anything, but I had everything behind me, all the tools I needed. That was there with me through the whole ride and creating greatness. Renegade is the team. Stand by. Shout out Renegade. And this one was my first board, first longboard with shenanigans. That was a fun piece to do.
So, is there anything else that you would like to say, Chris?
Um, Shout out to my team Renegade, Bam, my family. Love y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Rise Detroit.